Hello, I'm Zoobie, and I will try to do my Crapplemage all bosses tutorial over because of raw changes, and I want to do it like from the start and do it properly and explain everything I do in, well, not in detail I should say, but good enough so a beginner can understand what's going on. Alright, on the character creation menu you start as a male thief and take black firebombs as your gift. The rest doesn't really matter. Also you start your splits if you have those, like I do. You take the key, you open the door, and then you make your way through the Asylum. Okay, the reason to start Thief is because he starts with the Master Key initially, and you can take black firebombs as well. They are quite useful for some parts. I will show you in a bit. On the ladder here you unequip your pants, and I equip the black firebombs to the 4th menu slot there, just for convenience. Yeah, you open this door, you keep the straight sword by the way. You need it for a few things. And you kill the Asylum Demon with firebombs. You run up to this spot, marked by that brick behind me, sticking out, and then you throw 3 firebombs like this, dodge the hammer attack, and kill him with 2 more firebombs, like that. And that's the Asylum. Or the Asylum Demon, rather. The Asylum still is like another minute. You do not pick up the target shield or the bandit knife. Just run, push him out of the way, like that, and keep running. At the upcoming fog gate I will equip the humanity to the 2nd menu slot, like this. So Estus on the 1st and humanity on the 2nd. Here you talk to Oscar, yada yada yada. It's faster talking to him than killing him. And that's it. Now you can leave. You don't have to go up the stairs or do any fancy crap up there. Since the Asylum Demon is dead, you got both keys. And you can just leave now. Alright, on the door you drop the Demon's Great Hammer too, just because you have nothing else to do here. This is like my 6th attempt of this, by the way. The first attempt got to the Duke's Archives, or the other attempts died to a lot of stupid shit in the beginning, and I really hope I can get one going now, one run here. I died twice in the Duke's Archives on that first attempt to the same guy, and I didn't want to finish the run with like me talking over running to Duke's Archives for 5 minutes. So yeah, I really hope this one takes the cake. Anyways, you make your way to the Undead Burg right in the beginning here. You see I will kill Taurus at the first as the first boss after Asylum. And yeah. Also you want to 2-hand the sword hilt and block while running at most times, so you can roll while running and don't get a jump. Sometimes you want to jump, like here, you do want to jump. Just to enter this place here and break this stuff. Okay, at the merchant, it's important to talk to him. You buy 3 throwing knives, the scimitar, any stress shield and the short bow. Also, wooden arrows for the rest of souls you got left over. You kill him with 2 firebombs because you want the residence key he drops. You need that for Griggs. If you feel unlucky, you can equip the scimitar to kill these 4 hollows. I don't do that. I equip the scimitar on the ladder, also the West shield, the arrows, and unequip the orange soapstone. Then you do this fancy little drop here. And jump. Heal up. And then you kill this dog with one of your last 3 firebombs. Like this. Alright. Now this place. This place is hell. If you're a beginner you might wanna just quit out while opening this door, like this. Just for safety. It wastes like 10 seconds. And yeah. If you don't get a run going, quitting out there usually helps. Then you can kill these two doggies. It's slow, obviously, but it at least makes it so you can get a run going. So just for the sake of doing this tutorial, I will do a lot of like safe strats. Alright. Now you make your way here. You wanna kill this guy because otherwise he blocks you and you get killed by the two dudes behind you. And also important to go through this door because of what's in this chest here. Alright. Now you make your way to Taurus. Go here, jump over the barrel like this. Hope that this guy doesn't block you or anything. Then you can basically just enter the Taurus fight. If you're really fast, then one resin is enough for this upcoming part. I will probably have to reapply just because I triggered Taurus too early. Oh fuck. This is a bad fight. 4 hits with the scimitar stagger Taurus, by the way. So yeah, I was quite slow, so I will have to reapply the resin for cutting the Drake's tail in the upcoming path. If you're fast, you can do all of this with just one single resin you used for Taurus. But I will just be safe and apply another one. You have enough to do that. Also, you wanna aggro him now by using a throwing knife like this. It's quite tricky, but you get used to it. Then you cut the tail. 1 R2 and 1 R1 does it. Also 3 R1s do it. But I believe that an R2 and then an R1 is faster than using 3 single R1 attacks. Okay. This part is it's also important that you do this part here fast, because there's a hollow that will go and try to shut this gate. This gate I just passed. So you just want to keep running there, otherwise it will be closed. And you do not want to rest at any bonfires either. Like you can't. Otherwise this doesn't work out anymore. Send back down this elevator here, like that, and then you're fine. You can go back to this part at any time if you die now, because you respawn at Firelink and you can just go back here. Yeah, because you die here. I will keep going. I'm sick of resetting this. This is not supposed to happen, of course, but it did. So yeah, if you don't lose your souls there, it still rocks out. However, just died there to show off this elevator, of course. Yeah, now you can ride it back up. If you don't have any resin left, however, then you're kind of fucked. So if you can't kill gargoyles on the first attempt, if you do it like this, then you will have to reset or try and get 11 strength to use the Drake Sword to kill gargoyles, which is a backup strat for it. Anyways, like you can see, this elevator just takes you back here, and you can try again. And do not leave your souls there, your bloodstain. Alright, this time I will die again. Nope. Okay. I haven't died in the hollow room in a long time, so it was bound to happen. That's nothing I would reset this tutorial over, however. I mean, you can skip forward in the video if there's parts where I do badly. Alright. The gargoyle stagger after 3 hits. If you cut the tail, he staggers one free time basically. Okay, so you hit him twice, then you hit him 3 times, and then you just spam the R1 button and kill him with an R2. It was a bit fast, I feel like, but Yeah. Just important to stagger him with 3 hits. That's what you need to remember. If you hit him twice and then do 3 hits, then he will stagger on the next upcoming hit over. Like, it's like 2 hits, wait for stamina, hit him 3 times, and then you can basically just spam Aron until he's dead. That's not stun locking him 100%, but it's quite safe. And the second Gargoyle just dies after 4 hits usually. Alright, here you want to dupe the bone. I will not explain how to do that. Just on the lever, you have to hit the item use button when you stop touching the lever, basically. When your hands let go of it. Alright, after that you go to Griggs. And you buy a Great Soul Arrow and the Sorcerer's Catalyst. Alright. Then you just do this little thing here. And kick off Lordtrek for the Fab Ring. You need it for like 1 part on the run. But you need it nonetheless. Alright, this is where the route change takes place, really. On this elevator, you drop the Scimitar because you don't need it anymore. And if you got the Gargoyle Helmet or Gargoyle Tail Axe, you drop those too. Where you want to go now is you want to go to the Rally of Drakes now to pick up the Red Tearstone Ring. Which is where I'm making my way right now. We don't go to New Londo before Quelagg anymore. And yeah. Also, like I said earlier, you wanna have Firelink as your bonfire at this point. Like up to Golem, you wanna have Firelink as your current bonfire. Just so you can warp back to it after doing Gargoyles, after picking up Red Tearstone Ring and after doing Quelagg. It's important because you have to talk to Griggs twice, and also just, well, yeah, so you don't have to go back there, back to Firelink from Undead Parish or wherever you rested. It's just, it doesn't waste time this way. It's routed that way that the Firelink bonfire is the best bonfire to have at this point. Also these drakes, you don't want to get hit by anything they do. The lightning really hurts a lot. If you want to be safe, you can pick up that equipment up there. It's not the safest way of getting a good shield, but that's one way of doing it. Getting through those drakes is kinda tricky in the beginning, but you figure out how to do it quite fast. You basically just like slalom your way through. I don't even know if that's an English word. But you know what I mean, you just like shuffle around them. Here you pick up the ring, and if you're good you dupe off picking it up. You don't have to do that, you can just dupe the bone after you picked it up. Just duping it is important. Here you level up intelligence to 21 and attune the Great Soul Arrow. Like that. Now you pick up the Ring of Favor and Protection. Lordtrek drops it after he dies, like I said. And it lays there once you had a loading screen, like once you bone back or quit out. You equip the Ring of Fab and the Red Tearstone Ring on this elevator. Use Estus, because you lose, like your HP bro doesn't heal up when you equip the Fab Ring. You just have to Estus once then. And then you make your way to Quelagg. This fight can be a bit tricky with magic, but it's supposed to be safe. Let's put it that way. Okay. Now here you want to kill one of the blow dart snipers. He drops purple moss and that helps. You kill this guy right there. It's a bit tricky to get the target lock in time, but with a bit of practice you can also get that down. You heal up here, then you drop down, and I probably won't take enough damage. Oh, definitely. If you didn't take enough damage, you can use the cracked spider here. We call him Spider-Man because, well, that's what he is. He's a spider and a guy. So yeah. Block the fire and it puts you at low HP. You need to be in Red Tearstone ring range for this fight. The way it works is you get a huge damage boost once your HP drops to below 20%. And you need that power boost to kill Quelagg with these spells. If you don't use the Red Tearstone ring here, you won't be able to kill Quelagg with 19 soul arrows. And when you see that violet symbol or purple symbol pop up under your stamina bar, then you know it's time to eat the moss. Alright, you wanna hit her human body with these soul arrows like that. It's kinda tricky to figure out how to do it, but once you've done it a few times, you know where to aim and how to use the camera. The way free aiming works in this game is wherever your character looks is where he's gonna shoot, and wherever you put your camera, like however high or low you put your camera, determines on how high or low you're gonna shoot the arrow. Alright. You have to equip Quelagg's soul here. I'm too stupid to do it apparently. You wanna dupe it off the lever, and it's gonna be a no with the confirmation box here. Like that, yes, great job Zoobie. If you missed that, you can just dupe it with a parry like that, and then use a bone after. It's faster to dupe it off the lever, but it doesn't really matter too much. At least not for me. Now you go to Griggs again, and you buy the Great Heavy Soul Arrow, this one, and the Bellowing Dragon Quest Ring.
Alright.
And that's the last of Griggs for until after Ornstein and Snow. Now you got quite a journey to continue. On this elevator you dupe Quelagg's soul 5 times. You just chain dupe it like this. If you don't know how to do it, once again, go to speedsouls.com and it explains like all the tricks and glitches I use. This is the soul dupe, so if you want to look that up, look on Speed Souls. You dupe it 5 times, as I said, to get those 40k souls I just got. And this time you actually rest at the Undead Parish bonfire. You wanna level up Attunement to 12 at the bonfire. 11 strength, like strength to 11, attunement to 12, and the rest into intelligence. 12, 11, and I get 31 intelligence usually. And then you attune the Great Heavy Soul Arrow. You need that to kill the upcoming boss. You also equip the Drake Sword on this pathway once your stamina is drained. Like this. There we go. With 11 strength you can two-hand it, and that's all you need. Alright, Sense Fortress. This is like the most consistent part of the speedrun for most speedrunners. And compared to how badly most people do on their first time in this place, it's quite amusing to see that this place was one of the easiest parts of the speedrun when it's one of the worst parts for casual gaming. Or for beginners. Beginning players. Okay, this is like the only reason to use the Drake Sword in this. Using the R2 attack on the snake makes him fly to the wall if you're at the right distance. Which skips using the boulder to do that. Which of course is faster than using the boulder. There's also a strat to do it without the Drake Sword, but that's horribly RNG based. Like completely RNG based. And it can waste a minute or way more than that. It can also save some time, but The risk of it wasting time is too high. Okay, boulder skip here. Like that. And also I roll these arrows instead of running through. Because I'm a peach. Gloves, the helm, and the chest piece from the thief armor make you survive the boulder skip there. Then you hit this snake with your backhand. And make your way up to the top of Sense Fortress. I usually equip the Sorcerer's Catalyst at this fog gate like that. Just like I did there. Oopsie. Don't miss the stairs. If you're feeling peachy, you can grab the bonfire that's around here. But that messes up your radius ring setup. Which you need to kill Iron Golem fast. You can... Yeah, there's like a spot where you can get it back here, but it's just not worth grabbing the bonfire if you did this a few times, in my opinion. This place is rather safe to do, as I said. And if this guy is a nice person, he backs off like that. Alright. You need to free aim your spells one more time here to get the golem to fall off. Just start shooting when he does an attack like this. And shoot him below the knee. And then you can just run here and go to Anor Londo. And that's Sense Fortress in the speedrun. This is also like... The rod changes don't really do anything in any part after like Quelagg. Like, only the beginning is different, and then when you reach 4 Kings it's also a bit different. Well, and I guess after Sif, or after Butterfly rather, you buy another spell of Grix that you usually don't buy. Now here you have to rest, and you level up intelligence as much as you can, like I did. The route change basically just makes you not go to New Londo until 4 Kings. There's a skip that uses fall control to get down to 4 Kings without draining the water. On this elevator you can use the Iron Golem's soul, but I usually just dupe it. And make your way up to the rafters now, like this. You want to heal up before the rafters, however. If you don't heal up, 3 throwing knives here will kill you on this ladder. They sometimes hit you with them, and you do not want to get killed by them. Alright. This is also a part that takes a bit of practice to get good at it. And yeah, this skip I usually don't miss. I'm like the only speedrunner who goes for it. It saves a second if you get it. It wastes like, well, 2 seconds in game time if you miss it, because of the crit out. I just go for it because it looks cool and because I'm quite decent at it. Of course I miss it in this run, but that's fine. There's gonna be another part upcoming where I use safe strats over fast strats. Well, there's like a few parts where I will do that, to be honest. But yeah, safe strats are more for beginners anyway. So if you need this tutorial to show you how to speedrun this game, chances are you're not a pro at this game yet. So I guess it's okay. Also, notice how I equipped the straight sword hilt here. I do it so I can repost the Silver Knight upcoming. If you want to heal, you can do that here. This is a safe place. Like behind that wall. And yeah, these archers are the bane of most people's existence when they start playing this game. It's not too hard if you know how they behave, though. Okay. At this forget, you equip the belonging Dragon Quest ring over the Fab ring. And then you... If you're gonna be fast, you skip this bonfire and don't take it. I do it for safety here, because I expect dying to Ornstein and Smo. If you rest here, level up attunement to 14, I think it is now. And yeah, with your current armor, taking a sprinting hit of this guy won't kill you. Taking another hit will though, so don't take another hit. Once again, you need the Red Sun ring to kill the boss. I think you actually need it to kill the boss. I think you can't kill O&S with these spells without having RTSR active. RTSR meaning Red Sun ring, obviously. So yeah, have fun with this fight. I will probably die, like once or twice as well. If he does that, you go to the side here and try shooting him. If you have both of them besides each other like this, it's like the best to fight them. So you have both of them inside and now can see what they're doing. Oh my god, I shouldn't talk through this, and I'm dead. But yeah, having both of them in the picture is the most important part about this fight. Also knowing when to attack, which you get a feel for eventually. As you saw, I knew that I was gonna die when I shot that arrow. I misjudged his behavior there. So if I skipped the bonfire, I would have lost like 3 minutes here now. I'd have to run all the way from the first Anor Londo bonfire. And this is also why I include splits, so you can see that I'm not doing good compared to my personal best time. If he starts like this, you can shoot a great heavy soul arrow there and still dodge him. And if you hit him with a normal soul arrow, normal great soul arrow, the next one will stagger him. This is quite decent AI. If I hit him now, he's gonna die. Like that. Once you get Ornstein down, the fight gets easier. Dealing with Super Smo is not too hard. 2 great heavy soul arrows stagger him. Like that. And then he's down quite fast. That was a pretty good Super Smo. But yeah, that's the fight you want. That was a really fast on-S fight. Okay, here after opening the door you will wanna kill Guinevere. I do it with a throwing knife just because I have usually like 1 or 2 left here. Like this. And you need to run up to the pedestrian thing here. And then you droop a bone. And use it once all the soul fuzz stuff has disappeared. Now you make your way back to Firelink. You want to go to Logan and buy Homing Soul Mass and Soul Spear. And it is important to finish his dialogue here when he says goodbye to you. Like this. And then when he says that, you wanna like hit the A button until the dialogue has disappeared. Otherwise he won't leave Firelink. And you want him to leave Firelink. Huh? Afterwards you go to place the Lord Vessel. Right here. And attune Homing Soul Mass and Soul Spear right there. Now you warp to Undead Parish and kill Andre. Excuse me. If you want to be safe for the Hydra, you can buy a shield that blocks 100% physical. Which I will do just to show you. Oopsie. See, I never do this. And I probably won't even equip the shield. But yeah. Afterwards you kill him with soul spears. Like that. It's not required to buy that shield at all. But if you want a shield to block Hydra's attack without dying, then you want to do that. Buy it there. I will probably never use that shield, like I said. Because I usually don't need to block Hydra. I might eat my words on that and actually need to block it, but yeah, that's gonna be that if it happens. Anyways, now you make your way up to this door. You need the crest of Artorias to open it, and that's why you kill Andre, because he drops it when he dies. Here you want to hit A and quit out as soon as you hit A to get into the door opening animation. You have to quit out to rest at this bonfire anyways, because of the enemies behind you. They will not let you rest here. So quitting out and opening the door saves you from opening. Well, saves you from watching the little animation for opening the door, and also despawns the trees that follow you. Here you want to get RTSR range. Just get hit once from the knight there. If she is one-handing, then you have to hope for her to do the stab attack, the R2 of the Claymore. If she's two-handing both attacks, she can do work. You just take a drop here if you're not an RTSR, and then usually you get into registering range. Here you make your way to Sif, which is the next boss I need to kill, like you can see on the splits. Alright, if you don't want to take fall damage here, you just roll at this part and you're safe. At this door you won't quit out, you just hit A to open it and you watch your character do the animation thing. Then you turn around, use homing soul mass, so you have it for the fight, and then you go through the door. The Sif trigger is at the giant sword, so you don't want to run straight into the trigger though, you want to approach it from the side, like this, so your spells don't fizzle. Oh my god, this is bad RNG. Oh my god, okay, Sif is not behaving well right now. If he does the charge attack like this, you can shoot 2 soul spears. After you dodge the first attack and after you dodge the second attack, you can shoot a soul spear after those 2 dodges. But that's only for the running attack. For any other attack you have to dodge and can only shoot 1 spear. You equip Sif's soul at that foregate for a setup for Butterfly in the upcoming fight. Butterfly is invulnerable for a period of time right in the beginning when it approaches the player, and during that time you just will dupe Sif's soul 2 times. Like, the setup here is you enter the foregate, parry dupe the first one, chain dupe the second one, then cast homing soul mass, target the butterfly and shoot 2 soul spears, and that's it. It works out perfectly. As soon as butterfly is vulnerable, it will get hit by the soul mass. And that's it. You killed butterfly. Congrats. After this, you want to warp to Firelink. You do not want to rest at this bonfire, at the Firelink bonfire. Do not sit here, whatever you do. You will now go to Griggs, buy a soul spear and fall control. Like this. Soul spear, fall control, and that's it. You will never talk to Grix again. Never. You bone back now, so you land in the forest bonfire once more. And here you attune the second soul spear. You can attune it over soul mass or over great soul arrow, it doesn't really matter. I like the great soul arrow more for this part. Some people use soul mass. Like I said, it's not a big deal in my opinion. And here you take a sprinting hit from the sorcerer. If he hits you with the great arrow, with the heavy soul arrow, then you're in RTS range already. You take the ladder at the upcoming part then. If he hits you with this normal soul arrow, you see you're like a bit above half HP. And then you take a drop here. Just jump like this and you should be fine. Like this. And now you make your way to the Hydra. The Hydra dies after 3 soul spears in radius on range. I also equip the short bow on this ladder, usually, because I need it for the Duke's Archives. Okay, approaching the Hydra is you jump here, then you roll twice, and then you're in range of shooting it. One there, and one to the last head. You have to shoot different heads every time, because if you shoot a head, it will get cut off. And obviously you can't just keep shooting at the same head if that happens. So you just do it like that. You shoot the middle head, then one to the right and one to the left. It's all practice to figure out how to do that. That's really all there is to it. Then you run over here and quit out. If you are at the wall, you will be able to run. Then you shoot this golem with, well, usually it's 3 soul spears. I will use 2 great soul arrows here because I missed the first soul spear, and I will probably not die. Okay, nice. What the fuck, dude? Sorry, but okay. Now you have to talk to Dusk here, and you don't want to say no. Just spam the A button, it will be on yes after the quit out. But if you say no to her, lots of things get fucked over. You don't want to do that, just say yes to her. Just do not touch the D-pad at all, just spam the A button there, and you will be fine. Now you have to run back here to summon Dusk's Phantom. You want to buy Hidden Body from her, which is the best spell ever. That's why this split is named that. And after you did that, you can bone out to get back to the forest bonfire. For now, however, I will have to summon her first. You can see the summon sign at all times, and you just have to hit A to summon her. You don't have to... Oh my god! Yeah. I will also dupe Sif's soul like 2 times here, I think.
If there were to.
Just for safe strats once more. Should be 2 times. And then you burn out like this. You see, duping wastes a bit of time, but it will save me dying in the Duke's Archives, I hope. Okay. Now I level up intelligence to 46, perfect. And attune Hidden Body. You need Hidden Body for this part. If you have less than 46 intelligence, you have to do backup strats here. Well, it's not backup strats, it's actually the current strats for this, but if you want to be safe, you waste like 3 seconds there just to get to 46 intelligence. 46 intelligence ensures you to kill Seath with 5 soul spears. And you won't have more than 5 soul spears by the time you get to Seath. So leveling up a bit more intelligence there is actually worth it. If you did do that, you had to use the Dusktron ring for the very first part of this, which makes you not survive 1 hit from any enemy. Also, you can use Hidden Body for this boar. I usually don't do it, because I know how to dodge him. If you use Hidden Body, he won't see you, but sometimes he runs over you at this part. So yeah. Now you ride up this elevator. Ignore the boss, they usually don't touch you here. And when it's approaching the top, you wanna use Hidden Body. This first sword hollow right there is what killed the last, or the very first run of this. He killed me twice. And I did Dusk Ring strat, so I couldn't survive a hit of him. So this time I didn't use Dusk Ring strats, just so I can survive. If he hits me. If you're not at 46 intelligence, you kill that golden golem there with having the Dusk Ring equipped over your Artorias ring, which makes it so that you will end up with 6 Soul Spears here instead of 5. Just because you need that extra Soul Spear for Seath. Okay, now the Duke skip. This can be tricky at times. But usually I get it first try like this. That's one of the things you will probably have to practice a lot before running this. Also I S this up there for safety, so I don't get killed by this guy if he shoots me with an arrow. Also for the later drops, I had a bit too low HP for the drop I take. And you make your way through the Duke's Archives like I am doing right now. I'm not gonna take the Duke's Archives bonfire. I don't need that. If you're a beginner, you might want to take it. It's if you pull the lever after going down that ladder there, there's a bonfire behind the wall that opens. But it wastes a lot of time taking it, because my current bonfire is still the one in the forest I started at when I approached Sif. And that's where I will be landing after burning out, after Seath, to kill Guardian. So yeah. Alright. Now I take this drop here to get into Artorias ring range. And yeah. Running through here will probably also take you some practice. It's not that big of a deal. You will get your head into it quite quickly. You just run up to that part over there, you can see right there. This little part of the ground sticking out is where the bridge is. Okay, in front of the clams here, you use Hidden Body like this, so the clams don't follow you into the fight. You do not want to have any of these clams in the Seath fight with you. Since you needed the Hidden Body for killing the golem with the pendant at the beginning of Duke's Archives already, it's attuned, so you might as well use it there. Now you shoot the crystal, and then you start shooting his core. You have to shoot the core, the crystal mass at the bottom of him. If you shoot him anywhere else, it won't deal enough damage to kill him. Like that. That means you can't lock onto him. You have to free aim the spells. It's not a big deal to free aim Seath, but yeah. Alright, at this bonfire you level up Attunement to 16 and the rest into Intelligence. You need 52 Intelligence there in the end. You also use the Dusk ring like that to get to a half HP to get Artorias ring mode from a drop here. Guardian, however, can be a tricky fight. You might die to Guardian, which is why you might want to take the bonfire before Guardian in an actual run. If you're a beginner, that is. If you're not a beginner and did this a few times, you might want to do the Artorias ring strats for Guardian. It's the same way you went to get to Hydra and the Dusk Crown. and the Dusk Golem. Where Dusk spawned is now gonna be the Dusk Crown headpiece. The Crown of Dusk, that's what it's called. It's a helmet that enhances your magic damage by another 20%. The Bellowing Dragon Quest ring enhances your magic damage by 20%, or magic adjustment I think it is. And the Crown of Dusk does the same. It also makes you take more magic damage, which basically means every attack of Guardian, every lightning attack is gonna one-shot you. Same for like sorcerer enemies now. Okay, you pillage the corpse like this. And yeah, that bonfire you might want to take if you're a beginner. I'm not going to take it. I will probably die to Guardian and then take it on the next approach, but yeah. When you enter the fight, you want to equip the Dusk Crown over your current helm. You can't attack Guardian after most attacks. This is a safe attack, like that. This is also safe to attack him after. And there he dies. 3 Soul Spears. If you're at 52 intelligence, a counter hit with a Soul Spear, a normal hit with a Soul Spear, and a normal hit with the Great Soul Arrow kills him as well. Which I would have done if I skipped this bonfire, which I won't do. Because I might die to Artorias. But yeah. There's one attack where Guardian charges you while flying. And after that attack you can kill him without worrying about him attacking you. He like flies into the air and charges you with his horns. You just roll to the side for that, and then you can just spam Soul Spear until he dies. But every other attack allows you to only shoot him once, unfortunately. Some attacks don't even allow you to shoot him at all. It's like the attack where he does wind with his wings, the horn charge where he charges you on the ground, and the horn charge where he flies up to charge you. Those are the attacks you can attack him after with magic. With a move swapped melee weapon, it's quite different. He's way easier in melee routes than in magic routes. But we're using magic, so no can do's will. No can do's will. And yeah, this path is kind of self-explanatory. This is the path you have to take to get to Artorias, really. Also the safe path where no enemies will really follow you or attack you. If I skipped the bonfire like I was supposed to, I would be at RTSR range still for the fight. If you take the bonfire, you have to do backup strats here, which involves just equipping the Dusk Crown ring there, and then running over this panel. You have to run to get into RTSR range upon landing, like this. And just for safety's sake, I will show off this bonfire, this backup elevator. If you think you're gonna die to Artorias, you wanna take this one as well. Just send it up, and then you can take a faster route back to Artorias. Just for safety, like I said. Alright, Artorias is not a difficult fight, but you still tend to die to him. What you want to do is you run in, you shoot a Soul Spear right at the beginning. Sometimes he dodges it, but oftentimes you will hit him with it. This is also just practicing how to avoid his attacks, really. Five Soul Spears are usually enough to kill him. If he buffs, during the buff he gets hyper armor, which means you will only deal half as much damage. If he doesn't buff, 4 Soul Spears take care of him. But he usually buffs. Okay, here you level a human to 19, intelligence to 52 if you haven't already, and the rest you can level into vitality. The important part is to have hidden body equipped for all of this area. And the first time you use hidden body is right here. This is basically just so the sorcerers don't see you, because every sorcerer one-shots you with a dark orb. And you can imagine how badly that might be. Or how bad that might be. Once more, this is all safe strats, really. Like, the World Record video, or the World Record run, does completely different strats for this area. Well, it's not completely different. He still uses hidden body for this part, but they skip the upcoming bonfire before Manus, which is really risky, but also fast. Okay, here you wanna shoot this bloathead. One soul spear kills him. 2 soul spears kill the mimic. Yes, this chest is a mimic. Don't try opening it. And the crest key is what you need to kill Kalameet later, so you take it right there. Alright. Here, another time for hidden body. Also, this elevator, I will just show this off. This elevator takes you back here. It's for safety too. Hidden body you use on this bridge to run past these enemies. This can be tricky sometimes. Sometimes they shoot you and then you have to dodge. Not this time though. I usually don't take that elevator anymore, just because I never die here really. I just wanted to show it to you guys so you know where it is. Alright, here you step on the panel and quit out right away. That sets up the elevator a bit faster, and also there's a guy on the elevator that rides it up. He disappears if you quit out there, because he can't spawn on the moving elevator. Okay. As I said, the world record skips this bonfire. I take it. Skipping it is really risky. Mainly because for excuse me, holy shit. I just ate lunch basically, so yeah. Oh, also I used hidden body way too late there. But yeah, this part. The guy in the back is a sorcerer. With 52 intelligence, 1 great soul arrow kills him, which is why you get 52 intelligence. And you need dark beat. That is like the most important spell in this route. This is what will one-shot most bosses later, or two-shot them. Also I will quit out here so hidden body runs out. I used it too late. Hidden body that is, so I have to quit out so it runs out. You use it here, just so... first of all, these humanity phantoms don't see you and attack you, and there's a sorcerer where that soul is lying. He shoots you while you run down this, if you don't use hidden body. Okay. Here you jump to the side, equip the Duskon ring, unequip the Duskon ring right away, and then you jump down here to get into RTSR range for Manus. 7 soul spears kill him. If you're above 50 intelligence. And you can shoot 1 right in the beginning. That one is safe. And you can basically attack him after every attack he does. Once more, boss fights are practice. And he's dead. There we go. That was Manus. Now you warp back to Artorias and Township like this. And I will attune Darkbeat and I will attune Fall Control here. Attune Darkbeat, attune Fall Control. And now you make your way to fight Kalameet. Well, you don't fight him yet. You have to trigger him first, then you have to go to Hawkeye Go to let him shoot down Kalameet, so he's grounded. And then when he's on ground, you can actually fight him. You can kill him without doing that, but you like need a great bow and have its shield for that and all those things, and it's just faster doing it with the cutscene. I also use Hidden Volley to avoid getting hit by these doggies too much. They are just like the dogs in Lower Undead, and those guys are dicks. So yeah. So what you have to do is you enter the boss fight, or the boss room I should say. You see there's no fog gate up, that means there's not really a boss room here yet. And then there's Kalameet already, but we can't do anything about him right now. And as soon as he flies through that gap there, like that, you can bone back. And then Go will ask you if you have trouble with Kalameet, and then he shoots him. Which is what we wanna have happen here. There's a lot of running and boning involved here. Which is why this is one of the less exciting parts about the DLC, but it has to be done so you can fight Kalameet. I might also die to Kalameet a few times, but at this point I don't think I want to reset this run at any point anymore. So yeah, you talk to him. Oopsie. Shit. Alright, yeah, you have to finish that dialogue, and after you open the shop menu one time, he will ask you, and you say yes twice to him. And then there's an awesome cutscene I won't watch, and then you just bone back to the bonfire and make your way where you triggered Kalameet, and now you can fight him there. As I said, quite a bit of running back and forth, but now you can actually fight him. And I hope I won't die to him. Once more, Kalameet he's one of the more tricky bosses in the speedrun, just because some of his attacks are kinda hard to avoid at times. His hitboxes are kinda bad too, so yeah. But kinda like with Manus, you get a lot of openings to attack him. And if you can, you want to shoot him with Darkbeat. But you kinda want to be close to shoot him with Darkbeat, so some attacks don't allow you to be close to him. You will see what I mean when I actually start fighting. Which is why I usually just have Soul Spear equipped at first. Also, if you're at full HP here, equip the Dusk Ring, leave it on, then take these 2 drops and then unequip the Dusk Ring, and it puts you at RTSR range. Like, run here, roll down here, equip the Belowing again, and there we go, RTSR. Alright, Kalameet. Nothing much to say here other than practice this fight a lot. There we go. It was quite scary in the end, but I did it first try. As you see, you can at least block 1 hit of him if he does a melee attack with the East-West shield. Which is why I don't really need a good shield for any of these fights. East-West shield is usually enough for me. Now you make your way to the Capra Demon. You have to rest at the Firelink bonfire here, because this is gonna be your main bonfire for the next, like, 5 bosses, I think. Ow. Don't get hit there. Well, it doesn't matter. You have like loads of HP at this point. You want to level Vitality up to 24 to 26. You don't want to have more than 26 Vitality at any point in the run. For Capra, I will do another skip down to the lower berg, which is right here, and I hope I won't mess it up now. Kinda like jump here, and then you miss it, like I did. This is kinda bad. I hate messing up this skip, but I can't do anything about messing it up right now. It's a bit precise, and talking over it doesn't make it easier, to be honest. Now these guys come and attack me. I usually just shoot them if I miss it, so I can use hidden body down there. Alright. There we go, that's how you do it. If you missed it once and wanna use hidden body, just fall off there, like I did, and use it here. You wanna use hidden body so both dogs and the Capra fight don't see you and attack you. That is important. Now he approaches you and you just dark beat him and he dies. Yeah, missing that skip wastes a lot of time, evidently, so don't miss that skip. It's still in a good pace for a bad run, but you know. I'm a speedrunner and I don't want to be in the red zone. Ouch. Okay, after you killed Capra, you make your way up to Gaping Dragon. This is basically just what you have to do because you do an all bosses speedrun. You have to kill these guys eventually, so you do it right now. Oh my god. Yeah, I wasted time dropping down there. But this is the fast way to Gaping Dragon. You just drop down there and then ignore the giant rat. It usually doesn't hit you. And then you're down here. The Gaping Dragon dies to 2 Dark Beat without having RTSR active. You don't need RTSR for Gaping or Capra because they are pretty early bosses and they don't have much resistance to anything. So yeah. Here you enter the fight. You hope he does the slam right in the beginning. Like he's right there. And you kinda wanna hit his head with at least a few of the dark beats. Just so you deal a bit more damage. And kill him in 2 dark beats. Like that. Easy. Now we get into the territory where it's a bit different to my previous explanatory run. Because here you're gonna use fall control to skip around a bit. And you need the Covenant of Artorias, obviously, to enter the Four Kings fight. Okay, you use fall control on this elevator when it's down. Send it back up, because you will need it on the way to Demon Fire Sage and Centipede Demon. And I really hope I don't mess up this new strat right now. I shouldn't, but I have messed up things I shouldn't mess up before, so yeah. You do want to have fall control for the upcoming drop. I will drop into the water and avoid dying to the fall. Like right here. When you hear the death scream and have quit out during it, then you're golden. You land down here. And the water is not drained, so yeah. There's water underwater. It's kinda weird. And for this part, just watch a video how to do this. I can't explain it really right now. You just kinda make your way through it. You have to know where to go really. And after you're gone through that room, you quit out again to make the camera be normal again. Like this. And there we go. You have to use fall control for that room because it tries killing you with gravity damage. Also, yeah, I knew that ghost was gonna hit me. So I'm gonna do safe strats for 4 kings. Usually use the Artorias ring for this fight. But since I got hit there by the ghost, I won't. You can still get 2 kings if you use the Belonging to Ranquest ring. Just unequip the Artorias ring there and use the Belonging ring. The first king is always the same. 2 soul spears and then 2 dark bead. And the second king with Artorias ring, you use just 2 dark bead and the kings die, all of them. Without Artorias ring, you do the same thing for both kings. 2 soul spears and 2 dark bead. Oh, nice dodge, bro. Like this. And then dark bead. Once. Twice. And that's 4 kings. Or 2 kings, rather. The way that works is, when the kings die, you can still deal damage to their death animation. Meaning, you can deal damage to the boss HP bar by just dealing more damage to the already dead king. It's kinda weird. But it does make sense when you think about it. Like, the hitbox counts for all the kings, even though it's only 1 king that has 1/4 of HP of the whole boss. So if you deal a lot of damage, you can get 2 kings, 1 king, or if you have not that high damage, 3 kings. Most setups can get 3 kings at least. Oh, most speedruns actually get 2 kings, to be fair. Now you make your way to Stray Demon. You should know how to get there, so there's nothing much to explain. The only important part about this is to equip the Dusk ring and unequip it to get to half health once more. Then when you are at the place, you use Hidden Body right away, and then just run through these hollows and drop down to Stray, and then 2 dark bead kill him, I should say. Like, jump right here, just to get a bit more distance. And just hit him with dark bead twice, and that's it. That is Stray Demon for this route. Important, you have to take the doll at this part right here. Also, you kinda wanna kill this dude. 2 soul spears kill him if he blocks the first one. Otherwise, one of them kill him too. Alright. That's that part. Now you make your way down the Catacombs. Pinwheel and Nito are the next 2 bosses. Also, the run is almost over. There's only Nito. No, wait. There's only Pinwheel, Nito, Ceaseless, Fire Sage, Centipede, Bed of Chaos, Gwendolyn, Priscilla, and Gwyn left. And that's like the next 25 minutes, and I should be done, hopefully, if I don't die at stupid parts. I will do safe strats for most of these bosses, and I will also explain the fast strats for them. So yeah. The Catacombs. This is one of the biggest areas to get through fast. This and Tomb of the Giants, to be honest. Like, if you go the normal way to the Catacombs, you might know what I'm talking about. Oh, if you went through it the normal way before, I should say. Also that is awesome. Yeah, we get it, you shoot fireballs. Oh my god. I hate this area. But yeah, you don't have to do much more than that first part. There's a drop here you can take where you die on the ground, but with fall control you don't take. Oh, you don't die right away. It works like the quit out in... Oh my fucking god. The quit out in New Londo. These galleys troll me way too much lately. But yeah, I do the old drop like this. Just with fall control so I don't have to heal. And that's the Catacombs done. If you went through it the normal way before, you know how long it can take. And this is just the fast way. Just drop to the bottom. There's an even faster way, as I said, with fall control quit out strats. But it crashes the game sometimes and I don't know how to avoid that game crash. And yeah, I don't want a game crash during this round, so I don't do that. After you kill Pinwheel, open the start menu. You usually get a message here telling you something about the Rite of Kindling. If you open the start menu, you skip getting that message. So as soon as you get victory achieved, close the start menu and you can just clip through the wall and use the ladder. Now the Tomb of the Giants, it's completely dark here, but to get through you just run around that skeleton, jump like right there. The bonfire is here, the one I will take, the one I shouldn't take, but I will take. Like that. And then from this ladder on, the next part is quite easy. You just run straight to this wall. You hug the wall. Stay close to it. Don't stop hugging it, really. And then after this fog gate, it's really just only one more thing you have to do in the dark. You run straight here. Just straight, like this. You roll to the right. And then you jump here, like that. If you don't jump on this thing, you can drop down and there's like a little part you have to make. You just have to make your way to this part, really. If you don't make it, that jump, then it's a bit tricky, but you will either figure it out or you have to try again for the jump. The jump is the fastest way of getting there, at least. After that lizard you use hidden body to avoid getting spotted by the upcoming enemies. You don't have to do it, but I feel like it's worth doing. Sometimes you have to roll for the upcoming enemies here, and I don't know. It doesn't feel that much slower, so I do it. Just run around them, they won't see you. And for Nito, once again you equip the Dust Crown ring, unequip it right away. You use hidden body and you hope he doesn't scream, basically. There's one scream. As this once if you have still this armor on, and you will survive it. 4 soul spears kill him, and you have to kinda hope the skellies don't get to you. If he doesn't scream, you're not in danger of the skellies at all. If he does scream once, they won't get to you either if you're hidden bodied. If he screams twice, then it starts getting dangerous. I usually quit out if he screams more than once. But yeah, that was Nito. 4 soul spears, like I said. If you're in hidden body and don't do stupid stuff where you like get too close to him or anything, you should be safe. Like I said, Estus once if he screams lets you survive it with Thief, chest piece and the gloss. Now once again you make your way down with this elevator. You can pop a soul or 2 on this one. Doesn't really matter. I usually do it to get to my 26 vitality here. Also, I should have used fall control. I'm not used to these new strats yet, really. I will use it here. There's also another fall control drop you can do, which I won't do. I will just do the normal Blighthorn drop. but with fall control you don't need to heal, which is nice. Also, this is quite a long part of running and doing nothing really. You just make your way to Blighttown once more. Through Quelagg's domain, to the demon runes to kill Ceaseless, and make your way to Lost Izalith. Okay, Blighttown drop. Fall control cancels out all non-lethal fall damage. And yeah, you can also survive lethal fall damage if you quit out at the right time with fall control. The only thing it doesn't really stop from killing you are kill boxes, I think. But yeah, if you would die from a fall control, what's the word? Well, you die much slower with fall control active. Like, your HP is still at full when you hit the ground. So when you quit out, the game puts you right where you died, but it still keeps your HP, you know? Usually, when you die to fall damage, you hit the ground, your HP drops to 0, and you're dead. You can't quit out in time to prevent that, because your HP drops right away to 0. With fall control, however, the HP drops to 0 like a second later, which means you have like a second to quit out right after you hit the ground. Meaning the game will put you where you landed and put you at the HP you landed with. Meaning it doesn't do anything to you if you used fall control and quit out before the HP drops. Which is quite nice. Our dear friend and fellow speedrunner Fett found that out. Fett, oh my god. He has numbers in his name, I can't remember. 243, 247? I'm not sure about the numbers, sorry. RTS are set up for Ceaseless. Equip the Dusk Ring, unequip the Dusk Ring, run up here, and run down. There we go. But yeah, Fett found out about all those wacky fall control strats. So, yeah, if you look up Seal Skip on Speed Souls, there should be a link to a highlight of Fett. And yeah, if you want to check out his channel, his Twitch channel, you could do that way. But yeah, he's like the reason why this route changed a lot. And also it saves like, doing those strats saves like 40 seconds, I think. Just because you don't have to kill Ingward again anymore. Not again. And also because you can do some other strats that are quite nice with fall control. Okay, Ceaseless is one of the hardest fights in this route. I mean, just look at this. Yeah, it was very close. I'm just kidding. Ceaseless is one of it's like the one easiest fight. You just hit R1 twice and that's it. You don't even have to dodge. Here you can level up now. I get to 26, which is where I want to be. 26 vitality. 26 vitality makes it so you get a working Artis set up for Gwyn and can also survive Bed of Chaos's Firestorm. Which she doesn't do that often anymore, but she still... If she does it, you want to be able to survive it. Also, with 26 vitality, you don't have to heal up like 500 times while running through the lava after Centipede. It's just a convenient amount of HP. But everything from 24 to 26 works, if I remember correctly. Okay, if you drop down where I drop down, you are in like, I don't know, 30 to 40% HP. Which makes it so that after this drop here, you're in Red Tear's ring range for Fire Sage. And Fire Sage also dies to 2 Dark Beat attacks. Sometimes he kills me, however, because he does have some attacks I don't see often, meaning it's not easy to dodge them if you're not used to seeing them. And since this run is going way too well at this point, I will probably get wrecked here. But let's see about that. Nope, he's doing a good attack. Nice. You just hit him twice with this and you're done. There we go. Kinda the same for Centipede. 2 Dark Beat, take care of him. If you want to, you can take the bonfire before Centipede. This one, right here. I won't take it. Just because I do Centipede on a daily basis with Dark Beat, and I know how the fight goes. It's rather safe to do Centipede without taking that bonfire. Also, I always forget splitting here, so I'm just gonna skip the split like that. Yeah, he does that attack, you just start shooting a Dark Beat at him like this. And then he dies, you get the ring. And you can use your humanity to heal up. I will also take the bonfire here, which makes that humanity usage kinda useless, but yeah. Just in case I mess up at Bed of Chaos. I shouldn't, I really shouldn't, but also like the dragon butts here can kill me. Same for the Daughter of Chaos that is before the Bed of Chaos fight. That is just so if I die I don't have to run back to this place for 5 minutes. That's all. That's the sole reason to take that bonfire. I rather waste 10 seconds there than dying to bullshit and having to run back here for 5 minutes talking to you guys about nothing. Yeah, like this. See? If I die now, it's a good thing I took that. Please, heal! Ah! These dragon butts are the worst enemies. That guy hasn't attacked me in like 2 months, and now while I do this run, he almost kills me. But yeah, running through this place like that is the safest route I know. Also the fastest route I know. So yeah, I'm glad I took that bonfire. I'm also glad I didn't die. So many things to be glad about, right? This might actually end up being faster than my current tutorial video on this. I will probably call the other one outdated in the title, so people don't watch it anymore. Well, they have to click it to see that it's outdated, but yeah, no. I will link to this one there. That can one-shot you, that Firestorm attack. Here I usually unequip the Dust Crown, just so I don't take extra damage from the Firestorm. Also I equip the skirt and the whole clothes to take a bit less damage if she uses her magic attacks. Okay, here you wanna equip the black firebombs, the 2 black firebombs you have left, and the short bow. And then do these nice strats that Toki found. Toki Join is his name on Twitch channel. Basically you aim at like this spot after doing a backstep where I did it. And you throw the firebomb, then you aim at this spot, just between those 2 branches there, and throw the second bomb. And then you usually should be able to get the 2 cores at the side. And then you make your way through here and shoot Darkbeat at the thing. And then the boss is dead. And those are the current Bed of Chaos strats, and the fastest one known to us. And then you make your way to Londo. There's only Gwendolyn, Priscilla and Gwen left. And then we're done. I will show you the strats for Gwendolyn, the optimal strats for Gwendolyn, but I will not RTSR him. Like, you use the Duskron ring once again as a setup. You equip the Duskron as well here, and unequip all armor you are wearing. You don't need it anymore. Here, Duskron ring, and then change it back to Bellowing. Take this drop, take this drop, and then you take another drop on the stairs upcoming when the elevator goes down, and then you're in RTSR range. You keep that RTSR range to kill Gwendolyn and to kill Priscilla, both, without taking a hit in between. But I will take the bonfire before Gwendolyn for safety, and also to prevent a glitch from happening. So take another drop, and there we go. Now you're in RTSR, which I won't use. Like I said, I will take the bonfire here. If you don't take the bonfire at Gwendolyn, you will have to do the rafters once again to call up the elevator, because it's all the way down now, and you can't get here from the first Anor bonfire. So you have to rest here, so you can warp back to here. Because if Anor Londo is dark, every death puts you at the very first bonfire in Anor Londo, no matter where you rested. So yeah. This fight doesn't change that much without RTSR. Basically, the only thing that changes is that you have to hit the dark beat button once more. That is all. Also, his magic attacks do a lot of damage. You wanna wait for him to do the arrow attack like this, so you can get close to him and just hit the dark beat button twice, like this, and then he's dead. So you see, RTSR strats are... The fight only gets a little bit faster, but of course you save time from not touching the bonfire. And you also save like the 1 second it takes to use Dark Beat a second time. More importantly is you one-shot Priscilla if you're in a Retirslan ring range. But one-shotting her sometimes leads to a soft lock in the Painted World. It's called the Moon glitch, which when Priscilla dies, she has a dialogue that appears, which is just her moaning and asking you why you killed her, basically. But if you one-shot her, there is a glitch that can appear that makes you hear that death sound over and over and over, which wouldn't be a big deal if you were just passing through and could use the jump down to leave the Painted World. But if Priscilla isn't done talking, you can't leave the Painted World. So the game still thinks you're in the fight when she dies after you one-shot her. Sometimes, like I said, it doesn't happen every time. But if that happens, you're trapped. You can't leave this area whatsoever. There is no way of leaving this area. And yeah, I don't want this to happen in a run like this where I explain stuff. Which is why I'm not gonna use Retirslan Ring here. As you see, it's quite safe to run through this area with Hidden Body. Here's a little skip. You basically just go here, like that, and then you run into the wall, and then you roll to the bridge. There's like an invisible platform there, I don't know why, but it works. If you did the Painted World normally, you know how much that skips. So that's quite a nice glitch. And now you just run to Priscilla and shoot her a few times until she dies. As I said, I would one-shot her if I was on a Retirslan Ring range. I am not, however, so I have to shoot her twice with Dark Beat. The little trick is use Dark Beat and then target her.
Why does
Sometimes it tracks her if she's not behind you. Ah, there she is. There we go. Yeah, that's the moan you will hear over and over if you one-shot her. Oh, that you can hear over and over if you one-shot her. As I said, it's not 100% rate of happening. I don't know how to say it. It doesn't happen every time you one-shot her, but yeah, I'm not gonna take that chance. So there's that. Yeah, now you just make your way to Gwyn. That's it. You're basically done now. Now you should know every strat for every boss and everything there's to know. I hope I did a decent job at explaining this. This is, if I don't die now, this is also gonna be faster than the other explanatory run I did. This is gonna be like 1:28 something if I don't die. There's one more RTSR setup left you have to do, which is taking a hit from this guy while sprinting, and he has to do a running attack. If you run at him, he sometimes does it. That one, yeah. There's backup strats if you don't get the right attack right away, but I got lucky enough, so yeah. Also, this guy is a dick. He sometimes kills me. And there's one more enemy that sometimes hits me. But all in all, this area is relatively safe to run through. Yeah, if he does the fast attack, you have to roll. Otherwise, it's gonna hit you, and if he hits you, you can imagine what happens to your character. The Gwyn fight in this is also not really a fight, if you know how to parry him. And I roll for this guy, just because I don't want to die at this point. Same here. Alright, entering the... After entering the fight, you want to spam the roll button. Sometimes the Black Knights hit you. For the parry, you just run all the way and then hit the parry button when he's like coming down after the jump. Also, you shoot him in the head just to make sure he stays dead. That is not important at all, but that's a thing I always do. Then you burn yourself in the fire and that's it. You're done. This is how you speedrun this game with the Crapplemage route. 1:28:39, that's not even a bad time. I am happy with this. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, you might want to maybe check out my Twitch channel, which is gonna be in the description below. So yeah, see you. Thanks for watching.